So, 2 episodes back, I have talked about how sometimes when you change, you get the same circumstances presented to you again to sort of not as a test, but more as a testimonial for you to show up in a new way. And today I wanted to expand a little bit on this topic and speak about how it is not necessary for you to totally feel or believe whatever it is that you are trying to manifest into the physical world, that it's not necessary for you to totally believe it. So I think a lot of us, especially if you are, if you have read a lot of law of attraction books and you are sort of surrounding yourself with that timeline of information, they speak so much about the fact that you have to believe it to become it and to achieve it. And sure, on a certain level, you wanna have the vision, you wanna have the clear vision of the timeline that you wanna go to, but it's not necessary for you to believe it before you actually move. The invitation is actually to move while you are not completely believing yet, because it is in the movement that you actually get the growth. It is in the movement that you are actually walking towards your next level timeline. It is always in the movement, and it's never in the stagnation. It is never in the despair. It is never in the void of like, what the heck is going on? It's always in the movement. So this very short little podcast episode is really to keep cheering you on wherever you are at your life, at your business. If you are at a very successful level, or if you are successful is a weird term to use, I guess. I'm sort of more thinking about what's the right word? I don't even know the right word. I don't even know if this matters. They're just showing me, Sophie, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you currently at. It's really about where you want to go and how much you feel that invitation to go. And if you do feel that invitation to go, then this is your invite to go, to move. And I don't want to use that simple phrase that everybody uses, like move before you're ready, because this is not about moving before you're ready. This is about something so much deeper. This is about moving while knowing that you are ready, but maybe on a physical level, you do not completely believe it yet. There's always another level waiting for you, and there's so much to discover. There's so much to explore. So this last couple of weeks, I had several women coming across my path that I actually connect with on a social level. Fellow soul sisters, and they're doing amazing things themselves as well. And they were both talking about the fact that they are joining a mastermind that is actually around the 200K. And I was like, ooh, that is just so interesting. There is a whole other world out there. And I saw it as such a beautiful invitation to really embrace that and be like, oh my goodness, the level that I'm playing at, which I'm currently loving and really, really embracing, is also just a stepping stone, right? Because after this one, there will be another one, and there will be another one, and there will be another timeline, right? So there's always a next level timeline inviting us. And the invitation is just to always keep moving, and just allow yourself to embark on the journey, So if you do feel the call to move, and you want to move into that level of wealth and joy and love and freedom and playfulness and all those things, if you want to really move into that next level timeline, I want to invite you into my beautiful, beautiful mystical journey on my Instagram. So it's on my new Instagram account, my international Instagram account, which is at sophieschoice_int. And I'm hosting a mystical journey there from the 24th until the 31st, I'm sorry, 31st. And it is of a whole new level. I'm going all in there. I am not hiding anything from my sacred gifts. It is next level. It is deep. It is transcending. It's revealing, and it's a whole new. Well, I think that the women who have worked with me previously, they know this side of me because they know I can do very powerful channeling work, and I can do, but still, I think it is of a whole nother level. I think I became stronger in my energy. I became even more, what's the word? Clean is not really covering it, but I think you get the message when I say that. It's like it's even, yeah, maybe the word is intentional. So everything is more intentional. It's like time doesn't exist. Like before, yeah, time doesn't exist. I think that's the thing. It's really like allowing myself, for example, to record a beautiful podcast episode, and then instead of right away putting it out there, really letting divine energy do her work, and then somewhere along the day I will feel the hinge, or I will know, okay, now is the time to post it. And then I get this clear visions of, okay, this is how it has to be, and this is how you have to bring it, or this is how you have to share it, and it becomes very intentional. And that's also why I opened up a new international Instagram account, because I really felt that need to start over, right? To really create from this new place and to be so intentional with what I'm putting out there, and really making it very, very powerful. The 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 power of your message when you become intentional, it is of another level, and it goes beyond all borders, right? Because right now I'm currently actually attracting in women from all over the world. Whereas before I had a social media account which had over 6,000 followers, and I wasn't able to do that, but it was because I was not intentional, or not as intentional with my message. So it's really, really, really letting go of the old, still loving the old, because I love everything I've done. I love everything I did, and it's still out there for everybody to find, right? I mean, if you're new to my channel and you're like starting in the journey on my first episode, you can still find my first episode. You can still find all the beautiful Q&As that I've done on my YouTube channel. You can find all the amazing masterclasses that I gave over the years. I have done so many beautiful things, and you can still find them. It's still out there because it's a part of me, and I'm very proud of it. I'm very, very proud of it. But every time, and that goes for you as well, we do evolve to new levels, and we have to really be able to become that new person while still loving the older version of us, right? Because only in that loving field we can expand. When there's judgment about our past, when there's judgment about what we have done, then we cannot show up. You cannot, like, I think I gave this example in some episode ever, I don't know, a long time ago. But if you are in a relationship, for example, and you are very unhappy in that relationship, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna end this relationship because this is so bad, I'm just hurting too much, and I can't handle this. Chances that you are gonna manifest the exact same thing in your new relationship are humongous. Because you moved away from it, from a place of hurting, from a place of suffering, from a place of drama, and you're actually taking that with you. So the movement that I'm speaking about is not a movement from judgment. It's not moving away from who you currently are or were and saying like, oh my god, that version of me is not good enough. Oh hell no. That version of you was divine, is divine, and it's a part of who you are. But then again, you are invited to move to your next level timeline. So it is not about judging yourself, it's about loving yourself. And when you get to work with me, that's actually one of the things that you are going to experience on such a deep level. You're going to experience a deep, deep level of unconditional love. And you are gonna become such a um, better coach, healer, whatever it is that you're doing, photographer, whatever it is that you're doing, you are going to become an even better version, because I'm allowing you to enter into this energy where you get to experience this unconditional love, where you can get to show all sides of yourself to me, and then yet, how do you say that? Get to experience what it's like when somebody loves you unconditionally, yet again, only responds in a way that it feeds the unconditional love. So I think that's one of the biggest things I'm actually learning right now as I'm being coached by my mentor. Besides from the fact that she's, of course, helping me step into my next level timeline in a beautiful way, she's also really showing me how to be a better coach, how to be a better mentor, how to use my clairvoyance and my gifts of channeling and actually receiving all kinds of beautiful information, how to do that in an even more intentional way. And that's what I actually get to do for my clients as well. I get to hold them in this safe space, and I hold the vision for you, because when we move in when we move into different timelines, when we move to our next level timeline, you'll have those days that you'll be like, oh my god, what am I doing? Is this the right thing? And you might doubt it all, and you'll be like, oh, it's so much easier going back to my old timeline where it felt safe. But then yet again, you feel like that's not really an option either, because you feel like that ship has sailed. And then when you have somebody to hold the vision for you, who's there for you, and who just keeps you focused, that is of a whole other level. And I'm currently experiencing it, with the women I'm currently working with. So I have a couple of women I work with one-on-one now, that I'm actually applying my new way of working with, and I can feel the energy shifts that happen because of my aligned energy, because I hold the vision for them. They do not get to stumble as much or crash and fall, because it's like they feel how strong I am in that energy for them. I hold the vision for you. And I think that's the biggest gift that we can give our clients, that we hold that vision for them, and they just feel that there is no doubt in my mind that you'll get to your next level timeline, because I can see it. I can see it so clearly. And I've always been able to see it. But now I can see it, and I can feel it, and I can hold that vision for you, which is so strong. And there will be like initiations, and there will be all kinds of levels that you go through to actually become that pillar, that strong foundation for yourself, for your business, for your family, for your clients, for the people you work with. And then you just get to see how it gets to be so easy. It gets to be so beautiful. It gets to be so aligned. It's really, it's really, really something else. And I'm just I'm just really grateful that I get to do this. I'm grateful and I'm humbled and I'm excited to allow in new women to start doing this with. So that's why I've also decided to do the 7 day mystical journey, because it is not something that I can just like. It's not something like my new offerings, which take place in the Phoenix Temple. It's not something that I can just throw in the world and be like, oh yeah, figure it out. No, 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 no. This stuff is sacred. It has to be carried. It has to be really embedded in both the feminine as the masculine energy, and um, I think that's the biggest lesson for all of us, right? How to combine those beautiful feminine and masculine energy, because you need both to manifest something into the physical reality. You can't just do the one. I've talked about that before in previous episodes. So the mystical journey is a part of that embedding. It's a part of allowing my clients to come in a way that their nervous system feels relaxed, and they can breathe like a sigh of relief, like I can literally feel it right now, like, oh my God, a sigh of relief. This is a safe space to enter. This is a place where I get to grow and be and become. It is safe. And that's really, I think, the most potent potent part of this mystical journey, that you get to explore the Phoenix Temple for yourself, that you get to explore it for 7 days and be like, ooh, wow, this is it for me. And then I'm gonna do this daily beautiful invitations, channeled invitations, to come into the Phoenix Temple to take the full journey with me. And you get to feel like, okay, which day is for me? Which day really speaks to my heart, to my soul? Which is the day that I want to get in? It's beautiful, it's beautiful. And we're gonna work with 3 amazing energies that I've channeled over the last couple of weeks, which is very, how do you say that? I want to say new, but I've channeled energies before, but not these energies, because I never really had something with the archangels, because I remember, like, in 2019, the archangels were sort of introduced to me, and I sort of felt the enormous power that could radiate from it if you would work with the archangels, but I just couldn't feel it at all. I just couldn't feel that connection, and it really was a connection that I probably wasn't ready for yet. And like, when I started embarking in this journey, and when I started channeling this Phoenix Temple and the Phoenix group and the Phoenix one-on-one and the Huron experience, all of a sudden it was like, wow, Archangel Haniel just showed up in front of my door, and I was like, holy crap, this is next level. So she sort of introduced me to the patriots of this mastermind, and it is beautiful. It is beautiful to get to know these energies. I've known them before, because the High Priestess of Atlantis I have connected with before, also in 2019. Her I could actually feel at that time very strongly, because I've been that priestess at that time. But I just wasn't ready yet. I wasn't ready yet for all that energy. I needed to do some healing. It was really about feeling safe and feeling safe. But now it's like, ooh, I'm just excited. There's nothing that scares me about this. It's just pure love. It's like amazing. So the High Priestess of Atlantis, and then the beautiful, beautiful Phoenix. And then, of course, Archangel Haniel. And oh my God, I'm just so excited about everything I get to share with you. The beautiful pictures that I actually allowed into my reality, that really reflect the energy. Like, some of the pictures I found on the internet, which are actually that I'm actually allowed to use, because that's of course a challenge as well, right? Finding images that you can use that are stock free. Oh my God, some of these I don't know how I found them, but they were just like, they just pierced your soul, and you're like, oh my goodness, yes, that is the Phoenix, and that's, oh my God, yes, that is the priestess of Atlantis. And there she is, Haniel. It is so powerful. It's so powerful, and yeah, it's of a whole nother level. So I just want to end this episode with an invitation to join my new Instagram channel, to make sure that you like me, so that you actually get, or how do you say that you follow me? That's the right word. That you follow me, and that you so he's like, that's enough, Mom, you spoke enough. It is enough. You know what to do. You can find me on Instagram, Sophie's Choice _INT, and we're gonna have 7 mystical days, and I'm just really excited to see which day is gonna resonate the most with you, and which of the patriots are gonna resonate the most with you, and then just move into that new timeline. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, bye. Thank you so much for listening, and until the next episode.